Back to EPIC45, I am once again EXO, casting another beautiful series, and with me we have the special guest caster, Roscoe.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Two new UK sort of players that we've not seen before.
Yes,
So
again, this is
their stream debut. I get
the
to watch.
stream debut.
Absolutely buzzing for it.
Yeah. I mean, you're like a veteran now.
I feel like a veteran. I tell you, this T-shirt makes me feel like a veteran. Every line I come, it gets a little bit tighter.
It gets tight,
it gets very tight. And it's a warm today as well. But repping the Dragons on streams. So.
Yeah, exactly. Representing. You love to see it. Yeah, it's going good. We've got an exciting series for you. It is a random versus a Terran player. So we don't know quite what we're going to get. Probably 3 TVTs.
Really hoping for no TVT because it's going to be we're going to have to do other discussions other than Starcraft 2 if the TVT comes up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because we don't know what we're doing here.
Right.
We're hoping that he gets Protoss, and then we can be like,
pro us 3 games in a row. Perfect.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Chadder's had a tough start to his stream. He's played me and Geralt, and Geralt is really good.
Geralt is,
he's been destroying everyone, including myself. So this is some important games for Chadders. Who wants to qualify? Top 3 qualify. Probably needs to win this one.
Yes, exactly. That is actually a very good point. This is kind of what they are playing for. In
yeah,
this
really important, really key series. So what map did they go for first?
They went for Tokamak.
I like it.
Yeah, you like this map?
So yeah, if I'm a random player, though, I do like to try and get last fantasy. I like to sneak
you want to make all the randoms
I want to
come
be
in.
properly random, just in case they don't scout me. When I played Chadders, I made that mistake. We just I allowed last fantasy through, which is a 3-player map, and I was terrified for that entry in that game. I didn't know what was going to happen.
All right, we are just waiting for the players to get into the lobby, even though we had a whole hour to.
It's like project management, you know, like any project just scales to fit however much time you give it. You give them 5 hours, they're never going to be there.
It's going to take 5 hours.
It's going to take 5 hours, 5 minutes, exactly.
All right, we are almost ready to go into the game. Again, this is going to be a Terran vs random. Players, are you ready? We are.
Does feel a bit like gladiators on here, actually. Doesn't
Yeah, do you like that?
Contenders, are you ready? Yeah.
Wait, which one am I?
I don't know. Yeah. John Fashanu.
We are just waiting for one of the players to confirm. We don't want to go too gung ho. We don't want to start before both the players are ready.
Yeah.
Though, maybe.
I mean, it's an extra element of randomness. Like, yeah.
It would.
Keep you very excited.
What we should do, right, is we should have the players down here. We're downstairs, right, in the building. Right.
Yep.
We should have the players both be here. We click start, and then they have to
run back up. I would be losing that race. I'd need a break on the stairs on the way, or waiting for the lift. You know?
All right, we do have confirmation, and we are now going to go. Do you know what? I don't think it's worth waiting for the lift. Right?
Yeah, but you save about energy, so it's that energy conservation versus, and we are LAN players. You know, we're not Olympic athletes, unfortunately, as you can tell with this tight T-shirt.
All right, lovely. Well, we are loading up into the first map of this interesting series, and let's have a look. Do you have any bets going in?
I always like players that don't play random. I find it easier to plan your series. I think you know your stuff a bit more. So I'm thinking Cydonia's going to win.
Alrighty, well, here we have my mouse hockey not working. That's right, I can do it this way. Spawning in the top right as the red Terran player, it is Cydonia.
I'll take over. And spawning in the bottom left, it's the Ripper, also known as Chadders.
Yes. Actually, yeah, we should probably go over this to start.
Yes.
The Ripper is known as Chadders, and Cydonia is known as Fletcher.
Yeah, they need to sort of the names. Needs to be a new ruling land as the match.
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got a TVZ here.
We have got a TVZ here, and since nothing, actually, where's the hatchery? Should the hatchery not be going down very soon? Oh, it's this drone here, isn't it? Oh, he's going to go pool first. Oh!
It's quite an interesting build, that. It's quite, like, typically like an 18 pool is quite late.
It is, yeah.
Like, you'd expect in either a hatch first or maybe something like a 16 pool if you want to make 6lings and put a bit of pressure on, I think. Yeah. So it's an interesting choice, but
well, yeah, that's fair.
Too big a difference, I don't think.
Yeah, because the Ripper knows he is playing against a Terran. So
yeah, so he has full information.
Yes.
Unless he's worried about sometimes random players worry about other players cheesing them.
Yeah.
So, you know, put 4 racks on the map, so he wants to go pool first, be a little bit safe.
Cydonia, Fletcher only got this far and then went back. I think he must have saw an Overlord. He probably saw this
he must have saw that Overlord and thought, yeah,
and then was like, yeah, actually, I don't need to go any further.
I think if I was him, I would still be
Yeah,
going for the field. You're already there. You're halfway there.
Yeah.
Go and scout.
Listen, he wants his 7.5 minerals.
That's what he needs. He really needs that 7.5 minerals.
Yeah, exactly.
His build's so tight, you know, he needs that 7.5 minerals back.
I really respect this play as well.
So I'm expecting that he's going to keep the Reaper at home, but we'll see. If he doesn't, it could be a little bit of a problem if Chatter sends the Lings across.
Yeah.
Could maybe get the SCV.
I don't think that they were that quick that it's like a real problem. Actually, no, it will be a problem.
It would be a problem.
Yeah.
Just pull first. Typically, if the Zerg can sneak the Lings round, they can certainly kill the SCV and delay the base and occasionally deny it.
Yeah. They ships in the night. It's going to be so close. Fletcher needs to react. Yeah, and he does.
Perfect reaction.
What a G.
What a gamer.
That is why my money is on this man.
He's been having his monster energy or whatever this morning. You know, he's absolutely buzzing. That's good micro here. Back in. Yeah, nothing. I think that's the problem with going pool first a little bit is that you're just playing safe or you're taking a bit of a gamble because you do just lose the Lings.
The Reaper died though. He got lazy with the micro. I don't think
I think it's a problem because we see at least one drone. Although the only thing I'll say is that Chatters is built in a bunch of extra Lings, which is not ideal quite early. There's some Lings on the map, which you didn't really need.
And then
he's droning.
And now
he's going for the
Bane
Bane Bust.
Is this me?
This could be you. It could be you.
I like to Bane Bust turn as Zerg. Oh, we had a beep there. I think everything's alright. Yeah, we are good.
I can respect it, but the only interesting thing is that there's also drones still in the production tab. If it was a committed Baneling bust.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably not a Baneling bust. He probably just overbuilt some things, and then because he's got the Lings, he knows he's going to need a Baneling nest.
I think when you play random, it is really hard to be like really comfortable with every race.
Exactly.
Chatter's actually a really good random player, and he's a Masters level, so plays it at quite a good level. But it's still, especially when the game goes a bit weird, it's quite easy to.
It's quite easy
to kind of get a bit lost. That you try and get back to a familiar path. But I'm sure that's why you put the Baneling nest down.
Exactly. Well, he is going to run out with a few Lings. Again, not a bad thing if you've got them. You might as well be active on the map.
Got them, use them.
And again, there isn't that much at the front for Fletcher here. So in fact, there is actually nothing at the front here. He only has 3 Marines. This is actually pretty scary here. He's going to lose those 2 SCVs. They would decide to not come on the pilgrimage. They thought it was safe.
I think you should make sure you raises those supply depots.
Yeah, I mean, Chadder's not really pushing his luck with this. He just is taking safe damage. But I actually think he could have got a lot more there if he ran up.
Yes, I guess the interesting thing that Fletcher's or Cydonia's done is that he's not went for Hellions other than 1 for scouting. He's went straight into tanks, and that's what's caused the problem. Normally you'd expect a couple of Hellions there.
Yes,
We'd really just have pushed back. A few Hellions and a few Marines would have pushed us back.
Okay, well now he's going for a Bane Bust. Good reaction so far. Nice target fire on the Banelings, but can he get enough? No, the Banelings are getting right up with the Marines. And now, I think if he pulls SCVs, he's going to have enough to hold this. So it's not super bad. The tank needs to try and get in on the action as well. And it does. Actually, okay. You know what?
I think the main issue for Fletcher's going to be here is just realising there's not more Banelings coming. There's not Ling floods. He's not all in. Actually, the Ripper's actually in quite good shape. He's been droning hard. But I think it's so hard. Without the good scouting, it's really hard to know what the Ripper's doing. I think if I was a Terran here, I would be absolutely bricking it. Terrified.
If only Terrans had some free way.
Something had some energy-based scanning utility. But
all right, well, let's see. He's going to send this Hellion out, and I think that's a good use of the Hellion. It can be get on the map. I think there's something following behind it as well. This SCV wants to repair it, I think. But that might be a love story that's never meant to happen, as it does die, and yet now the SCV is just like, oh.
The only thing that's quite nice is he did see a roach.
Yes, that's true. So he knows
it's a little bit nice. Maybe you're not going to be worrying about anything weird like swarm hosts or like mutas.
Come on, Ross. We know that if you see roaches, that means mutas are coming. Right?
Yeah, so that's always the tell.
That is the tell. Yeah. I do like these. He's still got like the scouting overlords in good positions.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose he hasn't felt the need to sack them just yet. He's playing reasonably safe, getting, like I say, he's built quite a few army units on only 44 drones. But I don't know if he's going to all in. In fact, he's still building army units, which I don't know.
Yeah, I'm slightly unsure. Are we, we're sort of going down the middle here. We're not doing. I think in natural Zergs, you expect him just to be droning at all points.
Yeah.
And I think when you play random, you play it a little bit differently.
Yeah, because look, now he's adding on 3 drones whilst building units.
Yeah, so he's playing it almost a little bit more like how you'd play Protoss and Terran, like adding drones and adding units.
This SCV is not command. Oh no, it is commander now. No, it's following something again.
Is it following the tank? Also, it's following the tank.
It is following the tank. Incredible. All right, well, he needs to siege up quickly because there's actually a lot of Zerg here. Doesn't get the siege up fully on time, but one Widowmine could be huge here. The tanks do go down, but most of the Banelings have died as well. One tank does survive until the end, and actually,
fantastic.
Pretty good trade, yeah, really good trade. Focuses down the Banelings. Can he get the next one?
Micro like Maru. Is he going to do it?
There's no Baneling speed either, so this is actually like as soon as they come off creep, it's actually quite doable for the Marines to start a step back. However, this is a heavily stimmed army, and he's stimming again because Fletcher is an absolute mad lad that wants to go in. He wants to go in and get the big damage. Everything's on one health, but everything kills everything immediately.
Pulled. Oh, this is really, really tight.
It is
we
very,
get the roaches all together and make the hole.
He's also stepping the medevacs with it, which actually like reduces the amount they heal. But
as an F2 lord myself,
I'm a big fan
of starting units I don't need at all times.
Okay, well he is meant to get the pickup and get most of those units out of there. And yeah, an exciting little push there.
Exciting little push. I think the only problem for Cydonia is he doesn't have a third. Certainly not on location. It looks like he's building it now. And that is quite late, which actually makes this a lot more all in than it should have been, I think. So the Ripper was, it felt like a really tight hold, but he's actually still slightly ahead in drones. He'd like to be more ahead in drones as a Zerg, of course. But considering how tight that hold felt, he's actually in okay shape.
And again, actually, that might be the logic of what Chadders is doing here, because he's like, he sees this base has nothing, he sees this base has nothing, so he's like, my opponent's on 2 bases, I don't need to go above X amount of drones.
Yeah, I'd really like a few more drones.
But
as a drone lord myself, I'd like a few more drones.
I think at this point, you want to get up to like 60.
Salt Bay, a few in there, while you can.
And he's at 53, yeah, it's not actually that bad. But yeah, and then I think he's at very low risk of dying, other than taking really bad engagements.
Yeah. I think the thing that Hart mentioned earlier on in the previous cast was really good, that like when you go roaches, it's actually really hard to deal with things like drops and that. We've not seen that from Fletcher this game, but I think the mobility Fletcher could really do with sort of abusing that a little bit more. Although his micro was really nice in the previous pack, so.
Well, we are approaching the 9-minute mark in this match, and Fletcher's setting up for another attack. Feels like it could be good. There is a big surround coming in, mostly Lings to start with. If he can focus fire the Banelings again, but there's a lot going on. Marauders are in the front, but there's just the Marines pumped up right behind. And everything does get wiped out, and I think that puts a distinct advantage to the Ripper.
Yeah, I'm not a Zerg or a Terran by trade, but usually I always think if you see roaches, hard to attack in before you're over something like 140, 50, 60 supply.
That's a classic.
I think if you're around 100, it's really difficult because they actually trade quite efficiently, especially if you've got some Banelings and Lunlings and stuff in there.
And now Chad is going to take that momentum and walk forward. And I think this is actually going to be, unfortunately, the end of game number 1. Hang on, no, he's dead.
I like the excitement, the caster excitement.
I was like, oh, maybe.
I was definitely really impressed with Fletcher's micro still, though. Like, focus firing and splitting, and he's actually quite good there.
Oh, big explosion on the SCV mineral line.
Again, just not having that third early enough is always going to be this game. These pushes, you don't do more damage, it's always going to be a bit terminal.
And again, this is a tournament game, Fletcher's not quite aware of like how few drones maybe on. So
exactly.
And his third is dying, but there might have been a chance if he can keep that third alive and hold this push in his mind. Of course, we have full information, and we can see that this is a pretty difficult situation. Do you think Clem could win from here?
I think Clem could win from here.
Do you think?
I think Clem could win from here.
All right, respect. I like that.
I think if he has 2 medivacs worth of units, I think against almost anyone at this land, I think he's got a good chance.
Yeah, all right, damn respect. Ross is saying it like it is.
Say it like it is, yeah. He's unbelievably good.
Again, these fights have been really good. The engagements have actually been like very even in trades, which is not good for Darren. But he's pretty much always been fighting with a smaller army.
Yeah,
That is kind of
just that roach advantage, the roaches are actually quite good at defending early pushes. It's only later on when you start getting maxed that become a bit less efficient.
Big thing. And Chad has just been holding down the unit key for a little while. You can tell that Fletcher really wants this, but we're not sure if he's going to be able to. Or if he can jump on the Ravagers as they're morphing.
I think his only way of getting back into the game would be try to do the double drop somewhere.
You got to
take a big massive gamble that like most of the time is going to look like, I've sent him a text, sorry, I don't know if that's allowed. I sent him a little WhatsApp there to let him know. This is what I like to see, that you've got to take a gamble. Like, if the Ripper attacks, you're going to die.
You're dead anyway.
But you're dead
right?
anyway, so let's take a big gamble.
And here we have that.
The one thing I will say is the upgrades for the Terran's quite good compared to the Zerg. And so
Yeah.
if you can do massive damage here and then get the units out,
Yes. Yeah.
there's like a path. I can see a path where Clem comes back. You know,
can
with
see about,
the,
oh, look at this. This. Even if he doesn't win from here, this is like good. You know, like mental sort of like.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting myself out. I'm making moves. I'm making moves.
You've not just folded after.
Yeah,
full
exactly.
pressure.
Exactly. Yeah, picks everything up.
I'd like to see him go to the main though and just buy more.
I was
time.
about to say, yeah. You don't take off the pressure now.
You
right?
can't go home with that, I don't think.
Because he now wants to land the third again, but
You could have maybe like bought time for the third. If you force
Yeah.
the roaches to be F2 to the main, to the third, to the natural, you know, really annoying.
oh, one marine got a holiday. And yeah, it looks like he's split attention. He's having to deal with things on multiple fronts. And again, once the Zerg starts swarming,
It really does start swarming.
We've got the bombs GG timing coming here. There it is.
I know I was really impressed with Fletcher's micro.
Yeah.
And I thought Chadder's been. I was impressed with random players. I've got a few good random players that come to Epic Land. Players like Mix, who you just watch and you think you're really good at this game.
Yeah, you are.
You're so good at playing. And I'm always impressed with random players who can play a nice long micro game.
Yeah, and we are just. Okay, we're gonna get into the next game, and then I'll try and sort that out. I have a hotkey problem.
So if I'm Fletcher, what I find quite difficult going into the second game is you're not just playing Zerg again. You can't plan in your head.
Oh, that's
you
true,
can't-
actually. Yeah.
It's quite. It's maybe just a me thing, but I find it quite stressful playing random. And you can't.
Yeah.
There's no pre-planning you can do. You just end up going into the map and you have to scout a bit earlier than you're used to, and it just throws you off. So I'm hoping Fletcher's not too tilted and they can even this up to 1-1 and get a best of 3.
Yeah, hopefully so. You know, and again, it could very much depend on that. Right? Do we know where? Again, Ripper is actually fairly comfortable in all 3 races, I believe. So
Yeah, I think so.
like that does factor into it as well. Let's see. Oh, okay, lovely. And like I said, we do have our highlights going on here in the sort of thing. If I just do that, yeah, we can see that. And yeah, as we can see, like I say, really early on, like some big Baneling connects there. And again, Fletcher handled this really well. Like no SCVs actually went down here.
Yeah.
And again, not an ideal situation, but certainly a situation that you have to just sort of deal with as it comes up.
I'm interested to know why Fletcher didn't go Hellions. I don't know if he felt the pressure and
Yeah.
thought an early attack. I don't know if he thought maybe tanks would be safer, or I'm not too sure.
Okay, lovely. Keep casting this thing. I need to try something. Hang on. I'm leaving you in charge.
I know, right? That's a dangerous game. But again, we're getting to see more really nice micro by Fletcher. It's a really difficult thing, as we mentioned, to attack into roaches, though. And I feel like we just see that again and again. Fletcher's also doing what I do, where he's got Marines running across the map, and he's spamming that T key, that stim key is getting spammed for those Marines. So by the time they turn up, they're always, they look a bit like a traffic light in terms of health. You've got all the red and orange ones and a couple of green ones in there as well that have been healed up. So it always makes the push that little bit harder.
It certainly does. And let's do that. Let's do that.
Never seen the
Hopefully,
very end of the GG time in here.
There we go. Okay, we are just checking that the players are ready. And then we'll be going into this game number 2. Now, let's do roulette.
Right, I'm ready.
Okay.
What do you go for?
What race? Yeah, I think he's going to get Protoss.
You think Protoss?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Zerg again.
You think it's going to be
I
Zerg
think double
again?
Zerg.
Oh.
Double
You know what?
Zerg, and I think he's going to, rather than half drone and half doing the Baneling things, with an all-out Baneling bust. That's what I'm putting all the chips on the
You
table.
know what? I like it. I like it. Yeah. I mean, why not?
I do like being in the Ripper situation here. You feel like you've got a free game here.
Yeah,
you can just take the extra risks.
Oh, however, as we can into the game, we can in fact see that I am an Oracle. And in this case, spawning in the top right, once again, he is playing for possibly third in this set?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that time he's going through. Oh my god, he's pulled some SCVs. It is Cydonia.
On the bottom left, it is Chatters. Now, I'm very excited to see what we're going to see here. It's just an early scout. He hasn't pulled an SCV.
Yeah, it's because I saw 2. I thought it was going to be like a...
Makes sense. Obviously random.
What was that, like Is it 12-12? The old. So that's an old build. Yeah, like the old build. But yeah, he does see that it's Protoss if he was paying attention. But again, sometimes it's worth going all the way through.
So I've not seen the Ripper's Protoss, so I'm not sure what he does.
Oh,
I'm
that's
actually quite excited to see what he does here.
I'm also interested to see how he plays the hardest race.
Two very biased casters here, definitely.
Very biased.
Oh, looks pretty standard. We've got double gas from the Terran, which is really popular right now.
What I find interesting is that this is not a traditional Reaper wall. I guess you can put a thing here and it becomes a Reaper wall, kind of. I mean, it's not the worst thing to do. It's an interesting one. I do something similar. I put a pylon here.
Yep.
And kind of wall off a similar kind of area.
Yeah, I do kind of similar wall as well. I should probably learn how to actually Reaper wall. But that seems
did you not see Timmy's series?
I did see. They got the pylon got destroyed.
And what's funny about that, Molten was casting that with me. Yep. And Molten earlier today was like, Exo, come look at this. And he just like presses play and a Reaper just does that on a massive jump and everything. So when that moment happened, I was like, oh my god, it's so real. We do have, this probe has followed this SCV all the way home. Oh my god, and that actually might be a problem.
So the only thing I'm noticing here on the Terrans, I would say, he's had 3 in each gas for a long time.
Okay, yeah.
He has pulled them out. Oh. Typically when I see 2 SCVs still in the gas rather than 2 in 1, I'm thinking Cyclone rather than Reaper Hellion kind of play. So I'm calling the Cyclone early to try and redeem myself from my previous.
He now only has 1 in each.
Yeah, so. Okay, we're mixed up. We're going rogue.
He is absolutely rogue, unpredictable. We'll have to wait and see. No CC yet. But I suppose that's normal when you go fast factory. Yeah, you can't afford it. And really, I suppose, so now it's like what techs, around 240 is the latest you really want to start, like any of your like tech buildings.
Yep.
As Protoss. So we're really expecting to see a Twilight Council.
Oh,
I even put it in the right spot. Unbelievable. I don't think that Reaper got in deep enough. It did technically see it, but it was very quick. I don't know if he had chance to
quick on it. You can kind of tell what it is a little bit. Like the
I really struggle with the size.
Okay,
I can tell if it's a Forge. Forge is like slightly smaller.
Yeah, I find Twilight, I feel like I can tell quite a lot as well. But
oh no! Don't try and do it, Fletcher. You're not that. Are you him? Are you? I don't think you can do it, mate.
I think my favourite bit is absolutely not worth your time.
No, it's not. Oh, he did that. Oh, he tried to do
the thing. He's fine anyway, though. He's okay. I think if Chadder's had shaded a bit earlier, I don't know if his shade was maybe on cooldown, he would have definitely killed the Reaper, but he did that a little bit too late. Now this is a mistake that I often make, it's a classic sort of Roscoe mistake, is that I lose the Reaper for, well not for free this time at least, but I often lose the Adept, and it's really not worth losing against the 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion. It's such a useful bit of DPS to bring back home.
And again, to reference the other PvT that happened earlier, Timmy was very good at building a wall to like stop
the full wall.
Yeah, and that makes this a lot like easier to deal with because there's not much here. There's no battery here either.
Yeah.
You can actually just fight the Stalker. And he's going to do that. Oh no, he's going to run in. Okay, second Stalker on the high ground and third Stalker now warped in. Now he's going to be focusing probes. I like this. 2 probes go down. That's not too bad. But you want a few more for this. 3. Really? Come on.
Line them up.
There you go. Lining them up. One more shot. Oh, just got. I think this one just started getting shields back and survived for that.
I think 5 probes is not terminal.
It's not
it would feel bad. If it was me, I'd be sitting feeling not great with 5.
I think in this situation, when you see that your opponent didn't like fast expand, that they were going for a factory first, I think I'm like, all right. However,
I always say if the Terran and the Protoss are pretty close for the workers, you're feeling pretty bad as Protoss. You've got Stalkers though, and you can do things with Stalkers.
Yeah, and that just killed a Cyclone in the middle of the map, in case we didn't see. Yeah, 1 Cyclone gone down there. And that was actually really important to the defense, because there's no bunker, and he's lost the Reaper Hellion. So now, yeah, he just has naked Marines versus a bigger amount of Stalkers.
We've got the tank coming out as well, but that's got to be well placed.
Yes, that has definitely got to be well placed. And yeah, he's going to leave it unsieged for now and just like let it do its DPS. I think that's good, because there isn't actually enough firepower here for the Stalkers to like really jump on it, I don't think.
That's just really good damage for the Ripper though. You look at that supply, you look at the workers, like he's
I think he's going to have to lift this as well. Like he can let it tank some more damage, but I think he needs to lift it. Oh, is that second tank? That's the first tank. Oh. Yeah, Blink micro on the way.
Good value for his blinks. Really nice.
Oh, nice focus fire. Again, Fletcher's micro, pretty decent here. But yeah, just like decision-making wise, I don't know if that was the commitment they needed. Banshee has now also been revealed, which isn't the worst thing, but yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I think when you're not investing in Poke just yet, I think it's okay.
Or yeah, no, the blink afterwards is gonna be hard. But again, this could end up being a surprisingly even fight. And Stalkers are expensive, so actually no,
not expensive
not
enough.
that expensive enough.
I think when I'm looking at it again, it's just like the supplies, the
Yeah.
workers for the Ripper. He's on 43, which is really
yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's
if you can
reasonable.
put a third down, is what I'd prefer. I think he's getting some extra gates in charge because he feels like he's a little bit ahead and wants to be safe and not die. I think the only thing is, yes, that third's went down. I was about to say, if you don't put a third down, there's no pressure for the Terran to actually have to leave their base and do anything.
Yeah, I actually think the best thing now is like you add racks 4 and 5, and then you pull the boys.
Pull the boys.
Yeah.
If they don't get any like AOE, oh, he's caught the Banshee again. Oh, Fletcher's not going to be feeling fantastic right now. But if he doesn't get any AOE, a pull of the boys is a great shout.
I agree.
I love a pull of the boys against no AOE.
This is where you gotta use all the tools available to you, you know. Because let's just go over the Protoss base again right quickly. We have random blinking stalkers in there, you know, 6 gates down here. Actually, that's not that many gates. He's only on 6. I would probably want to see him go up to 8 or even 10. Like, he's not got started any splash damage, so
yeah, it's just because the third's not
established. Yeah, it's been a bit of a slower paced game. Oh, picking off a tank free. No concussive shells on these Marauders.
Actually, really nice microwave shatters there.
Yeah,
good job with the blink. He's got really good value. If I find when I play, I end up derping my blink stalkers into the tanks.
Yeah, the army supply is starting to get scary though. This is a classic sort of thing where if you're the and he is pulling some boys. Nice. I
think I'd like almost more boys to be.
Yes,
I'd have all the boys almost and go for it. Hit before.
Yeah, like there's that. You've got a whole other base here.
Yeah, bring them down.
Oh, but there are Raxes 4 and 5. Okay, so he's kind of doing what
I don't like the Raxes 4 and 5 because are we going all in or are we kind of later timing? You know.
Yeah. And now there's charge done and a few zealots. They're saying that if the SCVs can tank.
That is
it's a lot of army.
When I saw that first army, I thought, oh yeah, this is possible.
This is possible.
The second army appears.
Yeah, and he gets into the full surround, and that is it. The random player is able to take it 2-0.
Really impressive by Chatters there. I thought he thoroughly deserved it.
You gotta get
his micro was good, but
yeah, you gotta give it to him when you gotta give it to him. All right, he's gonna be feeling good about that.
I'm lucky I've already played Chatters. I'd be feeling a little bit nervous just about now. You know, if I hadn't played him.
But did he get Protoss versus you?
He did.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, you're just a good player. Right? Fantastic little series there.
Yeah,
again,
really
impressed. Like I say, you see with a lot of random players that they maybe just cheese a little bit.
Sort of abuse the fact they're random. They do some racks on the map and do some really weird builds. Yeah,
but yeah, no, Chatter seems to like to play it out, you know, as if he's playing a game and as if he's been playing that race for, you know, however long.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, feeling pretty good about that. I'm going to go into our highlights here, and once again, thanks to our production for getting these instant rematch highlights ready, available.
If you watch this Blink Stalker micro, it's really good Blink Stalker micro. It's very much easier to be losing 2 or 3 of those Stalkers, but he was picking off the Marines. Just actually really impressive.
Yeah, ended up being like a reasonably big trade, and there we are. Oh, Concussive Shell was started at the end of the game, I think. There.
Yeah, I think there's just like mix here because I feel like we're sort of all in, but we're still starting upgrades and an extra barracks. But it's during LAN, everyone feels the pressure.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely is, and that is it. All right, and that is going to be another series done. We are feeling good, I believe. I'm trying to remember who the next series is. Is it Fiant versus?
I am not sure.
I think it's Fiant versus Nico. Yes, it's Nico versus Fiant.
Yeah, a bit cool series. I think Fiant's dropped a game already.
Oh yeah, I did. Wait, do we know how that ended?
I don't know how it ended, but Frogs was 1-0 up.
We did see that. Yeah. Hugo was 1-0 up versus Fiant, which is incredible sort of stuff. Yeah, that is going to be casted by Lorimbo and Hart.
Oh.
And we love a Lorimbo caster.
All things Zerg.
All things Zerg.
Best if I've ever heard one.
And so we've just had the biased Protoss casters. You're about to have the biased Zerg, Zerg casters.
I'm sure it'll be a massive improvement on us too.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to pop to a quick break and then come back and sort that out. Yeah, 3:30. Perfect. Good on schedule.
Awesome.
Good stuff. Take it away.